Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news postcard on TayNinhTV with some last events in TayNinh province as well as nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of December 25th, the National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn and the Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính co-chaired the National Online Conference on disseminate and implement the laws and resolutions passed at the A section of the 15th National Assembly. And chairing at the TayNinh Provincial Connecting Point, there was Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee. Chairing at TayNinh Connecting Point, there was Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee. The A section of the 15th National Assembly passed 18 laws for legal resolution and 17 resolutions on the socio-economic management with the high consensus and unanimity of the National Assembly delegates. And it is also the National Assembly section with the largest number of laws passed, nearly 30% of the total number of laws issued by the National Assembly since the beginning of the term. The laws and resolutions passed have thoroughly grasped the spirit of innovation in lawmaking under the direction of the General Secretary Tolam, ensuring the brevity, clarity, and ease of the understanding, and promptly removing the limited obstacles and institutional bottlenecks to unlock on the resources and promote socio-economic development. Concluding the conference, the Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính requested the ministry branches and localities to step up the dissemination of laws, especially the laws and resolutions with a wide scope of influence directly affecting the rights and interests of the people and businesses, contributing to bringing the laws and resolutions of the National Assembly into the life soon. And along with that, it is necessary to urgently grasp the spirit of innovation in lawmaking associated with the effective law enforcement, creating a positive ripple effect in the political system and entire population. And on December the 25th, delegates of the People's Council at the two levels met with the voters in the localities. And the following are the news from this meeting.
Meeting voters in Birmingham, City, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, and delegation of the People's Council of the City, recorded the opinions of voters requesting the tax authority to provide specific information on the amount of non-agricultural land tax debt of households so that people know and pay taxes conveniently, procedures and methods for determining the residential land limit of households when applying for a new certificate of land use rights. The leaders of the City People's Committee and Birmingham received, recorded and explained at the meeting. At the meeting, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, also quickly informed voters about the outstanding results of the socio-economic development situation in the province in 2024, as well as some major orientations of the province in 2025.
And meeting the voters in Hiệp Thành Commune of Gò Dầu District, the Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, along with the delegation of Provincial People's Council and Gò Dầu District, recorded many opinions. Some opinions suggest the need to appraise the international road in the fields of the Chánh Hamlet and drag the middle canal in Chánh Hamlet to clear the flow and serving the people in transporting agricultural products and developing economy. The situation of the people releasing finishing nets to catch fish, obstructing the flow of the canals and need to be handled. It was recommended to install the ATMs to withdraw the money in the commune to better serve the people, and the provision of social security money to people via ATM cards is still slow. The opinion of the voters were answered directly by the leaders of the People's Committee of Hiệp Thành Commune at the meeting, while some other opinions were also recorded and forwarded to the relevant agencies to answer the voters in the coming time. And also, at the morning of December 25th in Châu Thành Town, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Yến Mai, head of Provincial Party Committee's Organization Committee, head of Provincial People's Council Economic Purchase Board, together with the delegation of Provincial and District People's Council delegates, had a meeting with voters in Trí Bình Commune and Châu Thành Town. At the meeting, the voters in Châu Thành Town made recommendations on issues such as, for about 2 months now, social protection beneficiaries have not received the social subsidy policy money, and when will they receive this subsidy money? The people have filed a lawsuit against the Tsinghua gold shop case for a long time, but it has not been resolved yet. The voters requested that the authorities pay attention to resolving this case soon. The opinions recommendation of voters were also explained by the local leaders right at the meeting also. And ladies and gentlemen, eliminating temporary and dilapidated houses is a major policy with particularly important political significance and profound humanity, and it is an important action demonstrating the spirit of mutual love and affection, creating the motivation for the poor household to rise out of poverty. In recent times, TayNinhTV has promptly implemented support policies for the poor and near-poor households so that no one is left behind, and thereby improving the enhancing the material and spiritual life of the poor and near-poor household, limiting the real poverty and the emergence of poverty. One of the most practical policies is joining hands to eliminate the temporary and dilapidated houses in the province. For Yuan-Chou district, after the policy was issued, the front coordinated with the relevant sectors to compile a list and clarify the poor household and near-poor household with housing difficulties to report to the province for a common project. And based on the province allocation, the district's counterpart capital to join hands to eliminate the temporary and dilapidated houses in the whole province. In recent years, the province has focused on dedicating resources and support from localities, business, and the people to join hands. From 2020 up to now, nearly 2,400 residential houses, solidarity houses, charity houses have been built and repaired, and many social rescue activities also have been carried out to care for the poor and the people in difficult circumstances. And with the joint efforts of all levels, all sectors, in eliminating temporary and dilapidated houses, it has brought the joy and hope to the household with housing difficulties in the province. In the past, I also have difficulties and did not have a house to protect me from the sun and rainy, and I was also miserable. Thanks to the Farmers Association for building me a house, I'm very grateful. Having a house and property, I and my mother can live without worrying about the sun and the rainy season anymore. To implement the resolution target of the Conference of Delegates of the Farmers Association of the province, we have also implemented the target of building farmers' shelters. According to the target, during the term, we will build for 100 houses and try to build 20 houses each year. However, in 2024 alone, we mobilized for 72 houses worth for over 7 billion Vietnam dong, and it is a very encouraging result in caring for housing for the people. It can be seen that joining hands to eliminate the temporary and dilapidated houses is an important goal, not only helping to improve the quality of life for the people, but also promoting the socio-economic development of the country. And with the joint efforts of all social classes, TayNinhTV will continue to make efforts to build a better living environment for the people, reduce difficulties, and help them have the opportunity to rise up in life. And this journey not only brings housing but also contributes to creating the brighter future for all people. And on December 25th of 2024 at Mộc International Border Gate Economic Zone, TayNinhTV Saigon Corporation held the opening ceremony of the seaport of TayNinhTV Mộc Dry Port. Attending the event, there were Mr. Trương Văn Hùng, head of the Provincial Economic Zone Management Board, along with the leaders of provincial department branches and Bến Cầu District People's Committee. On the side of TayNinhTV Saigon Corporation, there was Colonel Phùng Ngọc Minh, Deputy General Director of TayNinhTV Saigon Corporation, and the leaders of TayNinhTV Joint Stock Company. After more than a year of construction, TayNinhTV Mộc Dry Port was put into operation, and TayNinhTV Mộc Dry Port Phase Number 1 is an area of 6.5 hectares, became the first centralized inspection location in the province to fully implement the logistics services, contributing to improving the efficiency of import and export, circulation of goods, developing border trade and trade between the two countries of Vietnam and Cambodia. At the opening ceremony, the delegates pressed the button to open the depot at TayNinhTV Mộc Dry Port. On this occasion, TayNinhTV Mộc Dry Port depot officially received its first container.
On December 25th, the Firefighting and Rescue Police team of Tân Bình District Police, coordinated with the number 77 gas station Entertainment Petroleum Joint Stock Company, Hòa Bình Hamlet Hòa Hiệp Camille, to carry out a firefighting and rescue plan. According to the hypothetical situation, a fire broke out at the number 77 gas station due to a customer's motorbike having an electrical short while refueling, causing a fire near the gas pump. The local firefighting force, consisting of 3 people with the support of 7 surrounding residents, promptly participated in fighting the fire, according to the on-site motto. During the firefighting process, one participant was suffocated by smoke and trapped in the fire. Upon receiving the report, the firefighting and rescue police team of Changbin District Police dispatched 2 specialized fire trucks and 13 officers and soldiers to the scene. After about 10 minutes, the fire was completely controlled, preventing the risk of serious damage. The exercise was a great success.
And ladies and gentlemen, in these last days of the year, reporters from TayNin Radio and television station in particular and reporters from the press agency across the country in general had the opportunity to visit the Gạc Ma Soldier Memorial located in Cam Hải Đông Commune, Cam Lam District, Khánh Hòa Province, with a special emotions. The towering monument cluster, those who light on the horizon, is a symbol of the courage and indomitable fighting spirits. Arriving here, we could not help but choke up, and we moved, depicting the image of the brave sons of the fatherland. In the last moment before their sacrifice, 64 Navy soldiers stood in a circle, immoral in front of the bayonets and bullets of the enemy, and determined to protect the national flag, surrounded by the immense waves of Trường Sa Island. It is a very special business trip for me because in the life of a journalist, there will not be many business trips like this. And I know that this journey will make me love my homeland more, to see that I have a responsibility in the work of preserving the homeland sea and island worthy for the merits of the heroic martyrs who sacrificed their lives to protect the shark sovereignty of the sea and island of the fatherland. When I came here, I felt quite emotional because of the sacrifice of the soldiers who protected the fatherland. In places with the sea and island, despite the big waves and strong winds, the soldiers still tried to protect the borders of the fatherland. The monument, those who lie on the horizon, stand proudly in the blue sky, depicting the image of them holding tightly the national flag, affirming the sovereignty. And at the foot of the monument, the immortal circle with 64 flowers embracing the national flag is a shark symbol. The underground museum preserves touching memorabilia, authentically recreating the heroic battle of the soldiers. And the Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà just signed a decision approving the projects on developing biotechnology in the fields of environmental protection until 2030. Accordingly, the project aims to develop the biotechnology industry is the sustainable and friendly direction, focusing on controlling and improving the environmental quality. At the same time, it will increase the effective use of natural resources, improve the research capacity, application, and mastery of biotechnology in the fields of environmental protection in the region and the world also. And to achieve the above goals, the project carries out 5 key tasks, including developing science and technology to preserve the biotechnology industry in the fields of environmental protection, enhancing research potential and promoting the biotechnology industry, building and perfecting the system of legal documents and mechanisms and policies to support the development of the industry, etc. And the Ho Chi Minh City Party Committee just held a conference to summarize 10 years of implementing Resolution number 33 of the Party Central Committee, the 11th tenure on building and developing Vietnamese country and people to meet the requirements of sustainable national development. After 10 years of implementing the building and development of Vietnamese culture and people, the goals have basically been concretized and achieved many positive results. The city has been effectively implementing cultural activities, gradually narrowing the gap in cultural enjoyment between the urban and rural areas, between the central district and suburban districts. In the coming period, Ho-Chi-Minh City will continue to focus and be steadfast in the goal of building a comprehensively developed culture and people, aiming at first goodness, building a synchronous cultural environment in which the role of family and community is emphasized. And ladies and gentlemen, there is only a little over a month left until the Lunar New Year Eve, the snack of 2025. And in the context of economic difficulties, Vietnamese consumers are forced to tighten their belts, finding ways to make the ends meet with a tighter budget. And to meet the people's needs and increase purchasing power, the retailers and businesses have launched many consumer stimulus programs that specify the products with many affordable prices. To meet the people's needs and increase purchasing power, retailers and businesses have launched many consumer stimulus programs diversifying products in many affordable prices. Surveying around of the trade goods area, Ms. Dương Thị Thu Hương noticed that this year there are many baskets of goods with average prices. Manufacturers also invest more in appearance to attract the buyers, and it is also in line with the current consumer psychology, which is to save on spending. This year is also difficult, and the second is the impact of the storm number 3 of Yagi, especially in the northern region. So the families are also tightening their spending compared to previous year. For example, last year I spent more fairly, but this year I only really buy essential items, and I also don't stock up much. I just focus on the 3 days of that. At the end of the year, income decreases and many people have to change their spending habits, gradually tighten spending, choose the cheap or promotional foods. Only buy essential items and especially supermarket items with the deep promotions, with the gift programs and prioritize Vietnamese goods. And there are many gift packets with different prices. For example, essential items for 200,000 from 200,000 are also available. For example, candies and gems for the third are priced from 400 to 1 million. I think this gift basket level is suitable for consumption in these difficult economic times. During that year, we also have many promotion programs to stimulate the consumption and shopping. In addition, we will expand the areas to display the trade products to create the most favorable conditions for consumers to visit the shop and access the trade products. And furthermore, we also strengthen communication channels. In addition to offline sales channels, we have online channels also. And to attract consumers and stimulate the consumption, the supermarket has built a new shopping space from the arrangement of booths to applying preferential prices of up to 50% with the hope of stimulating the people's year-end spending. Always with the consumers and always with the people, we also coordinate with manufacturers and farmers to share the profits with the cost and commit to output quantity. And it is through these shares that we carry out the attractive promotional programs, not only stabilizing the market, but also cheaper than the peak price of TTF. And with the good prices and diverse source of goods like this year, the 2025 trade goods market of the unit is expected to increase by about 10 to 15% compared to last year. Retailers also assess that the sales may not increase much compared to last year, but the number of customers is expected to increase when, thanks to the stable prices and many promotions lasting longer than last year. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.